What's going on, everyone? Jysen here, and day 168. And tonight is actually Horde Night. However, the past 7 days, I've actually been working pretty hard on my little corner of the compound. And I kind of want to just show it off a little bit for you guys. And I am currently on the couch in the lobby in the hotel because I deserved a break. Now, unfortunately, because I've been building a lot, yeah, there's some negativity happening because of it. Mostly frame rates. And honestly, I was in the middle of recording this just now, and the fucking game crashed. And with it, the whole first part of the damn tour. Because that's what I'm doing here, is touring this bad boy. So, to say that I'm pissed is an understatement. The fact that I wasn't able to save the gameplay that I had really pisses me off because I had the most epic fucking shot. And I'll get to it here in a second, but it pisses me off because it was perfect. I couldn't have planned it out any fucking better. But as you can see, a lot of work has gone into it, and a lot has been done. And to be honest, I tried to make videos with me building. It just doesn't seem to ever work quite how I want it to. And realistically, I think if I was to actually record and build, I think the best way would actually be like a live stream. Because honestly, trying to make episodes out of it is just a pain in the ass sometimes. But let's, get back up to where I was before the game decided to take a shit on me. Now, my original concept, I forgot that this wall was supposed to be here, and that the ramp is supposed to be flush with the outer wall. So, obviously, I had to add all that in. I had to readjust the ramps. And I ended up readjusting that top part about 2 or 3 times in total. And the previous me would have actually tore out this entire fucking wall and moved it over 1 block for more symmetrical measurements. But I'm not going to do that. And a little bit of it being uneven isn't that big of a deal. But let's go ahead and give you a nice aerial view of it. Part of me thinks about actually taking another block or 2 out on these. But realistically, I don't want to go too far out because then it blocks the window. So it's kind of pointless. It's not supposed to be super long anyway. And then as far as the top goes, as you can see, I have a skylight opening. And I had all my metal trussing there holding the floor. Or I should say ceiling. And honestly, when I got done with everything, I realized I didn't need the support. And because I kind of want that flush on the top, I don't need the metal trussing. So I don't want to put a block like I experimented here, because that would raise that. That would then limit the visual of this here. And then, of course, to make it flush, that means I would have to go another block up, extend everything again, and no, I'm not fucking doing all that. Now, if I was going to knock out this whole fucking wall and move it over 1, then it would actually make sense. But even then, not really, because I don't want it to be, another block high. So as you can see, I started knocking out some of the metal trussing and replacing it with my blocks. And, I mean, there will be a spot for my ACs, some ventilation for that visual aesthetic and all that wonderful stuff. But that's it, That's just typical going back and grinding and all that good stuff. Now, the biggest problem, like I said, because there's so much congested stuff here now, frame rates are starting to drop. When I went to my forge, You know, when I first dropped down, there's candles for the lighting right there when you first enter. Well, for shits and giggles, the light that I had mounted on the ceiling, I went ahead and turned it on, removed the candles, and sure enough, the fucking game crashed. So obviously the light is off and the candles remain. And then, like I said, I was in the middle of, I just made it upstairs too. And sure enough, I turned around and fucking game crashed. Uh, so I am kind of, I'm on that fence right now where I do need to go back to the hub city. I really need to focus on breaking down every working light that I can possibly find in both hub cities, preferably. And hopefully bring some stability to this compound. You know, as I go along, I try to remove some of as much of the candles as I can get away with. Like, there's quite a few candles over here that I'll probably end up scrapping. Or not really scrapping, just removing. So I'm not sure. And the thing the thing that does make me paranoid is because I still got 3 whole floors and a half to illuminate with candles and shit. So that's further stress on the frame rate. And I think I've figured out exactly what I'm going to do with that. I'm just going to chop that motherfucker off. I'm tired of looking at it. I'm tired of thinking about it, and I don't need it. So, yeah, I'm probably just chopping it. So, yeah, every now and then, if I spin, pisses me off. But let's go ahead and head inside, because that's the whole point of this little short video. Give you an update and a tour of the entire place as it's progressing. Of course, there's still some logistics I gotta figure out, especially lighting, because candles don't do shit in here. But first things first, enter my front room. Nice little seating area, and then my two-sided fireplace. It's a concept that I've always wanted to do, and I said, fuck it, I'm finally doing it. Now, the bad thing is I didn't want to use cobblestone like I always do, so I went with flagstone. The problem is flagstone doesn't give you a lot of shapes. So it was like, you gotta be shitting me. I didn't realize that there was no flagstone plate. So, yeah. Aside from arrow slits and I think stairs, that's it. There's only those 4 style blocks. But over there, as you can see, my dining room, my kitchen, and you'll probably see some slowdown on the frames, because I did go heavy on the modern lights. Now, this is my own fault. Don't get me wrong. I'm not, I know better not to use too many lights, and honestly, I'm probably going to have to go around and shut some of them off. Yeah, look at that. So actually, you know what? I'm going to shut some of these off as I'm walking around now. I'm just going to have to go back out in the world, do some traveling, break down some lights, and hope to bring this back up to normal. It sucks, but at least you can see it before I shut it off, in a sense. It does. It does piss me off. It really does. Okay. But we come into the kitchen. Obviously, I have a nice big-ass kitchen. Meat storage. Of course, I haven't been seeing a lot of animals of late, so spot for all my different types of ingredients. Corn, potatoes, all that good stuff. Canned goods. Then, of course, yucca and then honey. And then I got these 2 furnaces, one to hold all my snowballs. Yeah, like it. I think I need some snow. And actually, you know what? Oh, let's do this. Just so you can see it. Ta-da! Now, like I said, because Flagstone doesn't have all the different blocks. Normally I always do cobblestone. That's why I can't put flagstone behind this because that block leads out to outside. In the past I would actually have cobblestone here, and then I would have put a plate here to cover up the barrel and all that. But for what it is, I mean, it still works. Then, of course, all the beverage coolers to house my water. Come to the dining room. Nice big ass table. And, of course, it is my house. And all that wonderful stuff. But that doesn't mean I don't have people over. And then, of course, all the different beverage coolers for all the different drinks that we have. And then come in here, and this was literally going to be the bathroom. But then it's like, no, I kind of want it to be a guest bedroom. So that's what I'm going to do here. Now, unfortunately, look how fucking dark that is. Not even really producing light in here. And that's kind of the reason why I went with using modern lights. Unfortunately, the game will crash even on the PS5. Is that light on? You know what, I'm going to shut that motherfucker off right now. There we go. I mean, if I do it right, I can balance it out to where I can use modern lights in certain spots, candles in other spots. Like right there, I don't really mind. It still looks whitish. But I'm still getting, every now and then that stickiness. And then, of course, this will be a bathroom. Of course, I got to work on it. That is one of those things. And then, of course, I did choose to go with these windows again. Originally, I was debating if I was going to use shower blocks. Because I still don't mind shower blocks. I know a lot of people, don't like them, but I do. I don't mind it. If you've seen my Zari complex, I did show a little bit of the visuals, like when it gets dark out. When you see it when it's snowing out, actually looks pretty damn good. So there is, that half and half with the visual aesthetics. But I get when people don't like it because there is a little bit of a fogginess to it. The little black rectangles don't bother me at all. People make a big deal out of it. I don't give a shit about that. It's not like we have a solid glass pane without any blemishes on it. Because obviously, if we had that, I would be using that. Like I said, there's still stuff that's work in progress. We come up here. I kind of like having this little overhang just to see out. And then we come in here. And, you see it gets a little bit sticky every now and then. Now, this was all candles. And then recently I added all the lights, but this is my big-ass personal library. And yes, there is a bookcase for every single schematic in the game, outside of only one, and that is the herbal antibiotic schematic, which you only find in the Mountaineer's chest, or sometimes at a trader. I was able to buy it at a trader, but I think I've only seen it once. And of course, I had to read it in order to learn it. So that is a pain in the ass. However, like I said, that is literally, every schematic. Of course, there, like I said, my Skylight, which obviously, there is no fucking way in hell I am putting glass up here until I am guaranteed I am not touching anything. Obviously, I learned my lesson with the hotel really, really well. And to get back to the point, that's what pisses me off. That the game crashed because I was standing here and I was talking about the Skylight and the airdrop came. And so the airdrop is. Actually, I think the airdrop is east or north of me. Either way, I'm standing here and the fucking. Oh no, it was east. Because the plane literally flew right overhead. Like a flyby checking out the compound. With my progression. It was fucking perfect. And I am so mad right now that yeah, it got lost. Because I thought it was pretty fucking cool. Because like I said, he was, right there. Just perfect level. It was Now I do have a short little video where I left myself sitting outside looking at the complex. And just for time progression, so you can see what it looked like around late afternoon until it got dark out, Because like I said, I was trying to record, here and there on the building and blah, blah, blah. And it just, I don't know. I'm just not having any luck making a video on building. It's almost better just to, do it and then show it. Of course, this was all shower glass. And if I do tack on that video here, which maybe I might do that right now. So yeah, you can see what it looks like, going from about dusk to midnight. Uh, but like I said, that was all shower glass blocks at that point, and it was slowing down every time I came this way. So I'm wondering if that played a part. So I decided, fuck it. I knocked it all out, put green block at the bottom, made 4 entrances. Well, not 4, but 2 exits out to the balcony, and then obviously replaced the window with those. So that's, the balcony doesn't really have much of a use. But like I said, the old me would have knocked down the wall and moved it over one, just so that it would be 2 blocks around. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Now, like I said, I put lights in just recently. My eye itched. Sorry about that. But it was all candles, and that's the thing that's killing me because, you had two, candles here, candles here, candles here, candles there, fucking even candles on the bottom, candles here. I mean, just ridiculous amounts of candles, and it's like, you know, which one's worse, modern lights or 50,000 candles? Of course, I crashed with the lights, so technically, yeah, maybe the lights were the worst. And then my bedroom. Of course, it's dark as fuck over there, so I'm gonna have to refigure it out. I don't think I have any no, I didn't have any candles on me. Of course, it's all a work in progress. And then, let's see, my wonderful bathroom. So I can take a shit, take a shower, have my medications and everything. And then, like I said before, I like having a shower that I can walk in. And this is actually where the game crashed. When I came out of here, I turned. And as soon as I fucking turned and came to walk out here, it crashed. So mad. So mad. And then we come over here. And, of course, this will be basically my control center. I just got to figure out some of the logistics here and there. But, should be pretty damn good when it's all said and done. So yeah, there's decorations, there's all that wonderful stuff that I got to do. I still got to bring a chair, make a desk, put some TVs, style it out, make it all nice and homey. Yeah, let's see. Now, I will say, since I took the shower glass out and put that, it doesn't stick as much as it was. Of course, I did shut down those lights downstairs, so that might play a part. If I do experience more crashes, I will come up here and remove the lights here. Even on my Zari complex, I originally had the concept to have lights, but the game started crashing, and that's when I said, fuck it. And realistically, until I'm able to guarantee, let's go ahead and shut these down. I'll leave those burning for now. Really, really sucks. So not too bad, Of course, I thought about, well, I still got to fill that in with white. like I said, at least you see basically the end result of it. You know, aside from putting, you know, the aesthetics like the paintings, finishing up on the rooms, you know, the other bathroom, all that good stuff. Those are little things that don't take long. It just, it really pisses me off though that you know, I'm starting to get crashes. So let's see, it's what, 1630? So yeah, I better get my ass somewhat prepped for Horde Night, because it is here in a few hours. I never did repair the base, so I'm going to let those spikes roll as they are. Some of them are broken down, but, you know, piss on it. Let it go and see what happens, you know. Because I am still kind of undecided if I want to keep those spikes above ground or move them down into the ground. Now, if I was guaranteed that they would break their leg, that would be great. But there's still, you know, obviously a lot of work to be done. Now, realistically, I could have been done with this probably a lot quicker, but, you know, some of the hesitations, some of the room design, you know, there's always, you know, I don't care how well I sketch something out, measure it out, there's always something when I'm building that I realize is either a flaw or could be improved upon, and, you know, it's just one of those things. So I know it's not a super long video, so probably I might release this a day before Horde Night. Just give it a nice little, like, a bonus video, or both at the same time, or not really the same time, but, you know, maybe, you know, one day and then the next day Horde Night as usual. So I might go ahead and do that. But I kind of hope you like it. Smash that like if you did like it. I wish there would have been a little bit more excitement and all that shit, but unfortunately, you know, I can't dictate when zombies are going to show up. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Take it easy.
The atom bomb is now just glowing embers. With every dawn I'm feeling stronger still. But despite the slow decay, it never goes